You know that feeling when everything is working until the bill shows up. Vercel, Railway, Heroku, it's great at first and then it creeps up. 50, 100, sometimes more. Now imagine keeping that same experience but running it on a $5 VPS you already own. This is Dokploy, and it's getting a lot of attention right now. I'll show you how this works in just a few minutes so you can get it running. So what is Dokploy? The simple version is it turns your VPS into your own Vercel or Heroku. Under everything it uses Docker and Traefik, but the workflow is what matters. You run one command, connect your GitHub, push code, and your app is live. You also get built-in databases, automatic backups, real-time monitoring, and Docker Compose support, with even Docker Swarm for scaling across servers. Most of us are stuck choosing between easy but expensive cloud platforms or powerful but manual Docker setups. Dokploy sits right in the middle. You keep control, but lose a lot of the pain. Let me show you. If you enjoy coding tools and tips like this, be sure to subscribe. We have videos coming out all the time. All right, watch this. So I did set up a Hetzner VPS for all this. Now, technically it can be done locally, but most of us wouldn't do that. I now run one command and Dokploy is up. You can create an account on it and then we can create a project. Now I connect a GitHub repo. This is just a simple Next.js app. Hit deploy. That's it. Once it's all deployed, I will drop in a local domain and then open it in my browser. The app is live with HTTPS already working. Logs are here, metrics are here, rollback in one click. That whole process took less than 30 seconds. I can go make a minor change to the code, push the code, then redeploy just to showcase this, and you can see we're still connected and good to go. And this is where it gets really interesting because once you see this working, it gets really hard to justify the old setup. So really, this is why this is landing with so many devs. Now, cloud platform as a service is convenient until the build shows up. Raw Docker gives you freedom until you're wiring everything together yourself, so Dokploy hits the sweet spot. Compared to Vercel or Railway, there are no usage fees, and you can run more than just static or serverless apps. Compared to Coolify, Dokploy feels lighter, the UI is cleaner, and Docker Swarm is built in if you want real multi-server scaling. The biggest thing is it's Docker native. So you're not rewriting your stack, you're just deploying what you already have. Okay, now a few nice things here. First, is speed. A lot of people say these are some of the fastest deploys they've ever seen, especially incremental ones. Then I really did love the UI, which is rare for a self-hosted tool. The scaling with Swarm is much simpler than I expected. And finally, built-in backups and monitoring mean you don't need a bunch of extra tools. That's why people feel comfortable running this in production. Now, to be fair, it's not perfect. It's a newer project, so there are fewer docs. There have been some volume mount quirks here and there, and there's a mix of open source and paid features, but the core is fully free. Overall, the downsides are small because we can still get a ton of core features we actually want, or should I say need. So is it worth using? Dokploy is really cool. So yeah, if you're a solo dev, a small team, or just tired of cloud bills getting out of control, this does solve a real problem. You get production-grade deploys without turning into a DevOps engineer. It works with Next.js, Python, APIs, and full multi-service stacks. Now, skip through it if you want a massive ecosystem of templates or you don't want to deal with self-hosting it at all. But for most devs, this is a really smart middle ground. We keep the simplicity of cloud platforms while running on infrastructure we can actually control a bit more, right? So that's the whole idea. Dokploy gives you Vercel style simplicity on your own hardware with lower cost, more control without that lock-in. If that sounds good, give it a try. Grab a cheap VPS. I ran Hetzner. They did increase their prices, so it was a bit more, but just see how it feels. I've linked some docs and info below to help you get started. If you enjoy coding tools and tips like this to speed up your workflow, be sure to subscribe to the Better Stack channel. We'll see you in another video.